Concrete is old, really old. Not old like the White House or Buckingham Palace or even the Taj Mahal. We're talking 2500 BC, ancient Egypt old. The ancient Egyptians realized they could make something otherwise impossible possible by making the man-made stone we call concrete. So they did, and they used it to help build the pyramids. And the pyramids are awesome. Next up, the Romans. Not to be outdone by their predecessors from the Fertile Crescent, the Romans came up with some more practical ways to use their version of concrete. Instead of protecting the dead, they opted for the more practical route of protecting and servicing the living. The Romans were next level with their concrete. They mixed volcanic ash, lime, and water to build the aqueducts, the Colosseum, and the Pantheon, which still stands today more than 2,000 years later. Take that, you pyramid-building Egyptians, they said. Then, nothing. Well, nothing of significance. Well, nothing of significance in concrete. For centuries. Boring! So we'll skip over all that because it's not like anything else was happening. Okay, here we are in 1824, where a guy named Joseph Aspin, a bricklayer from England, came up with the beginnings of what is known today as Portland cement, which is named after Portland stone from the Isle of Portland in England, not Portland, Oregon, which has a much higher concentration of hipsters. After this, the era of modern concrete began, and people liked it and used a lot of it. Concrete has been used for some of the most incredible man-made structures in the world. The Pentagon, the Sydney Opera House, Christ the Redeemer statue, the Panama Canal, Burj Khalifa, not to be confused with Wiz Khalifa, the Hoover Dam, and pretty much every bridge ever. The Hoover Dam was made with enough concrete to pave a 2-lane road from San Francisco to New York City. We keep going, but you get the point. Today, concrete is the second most consumed material in the world after water, which is used to make concrete. In the end, it's all about concrete. So, concrete is really old, but it's also really new because nothing can beat concrete at its game, and it's only getting better. Enter Precast. Stage right. Precast is the GOAT. Precast is 100. Precast is, well, whatever your term is for amazing. Why? Because precast is concrete made in one place, cured, and then taken to another place. It's cast in a quality-controlled environment and then brought to the site ready for action. At precast plants, skilled employees focus on different aspects of production, like batching, testing, prepping forms, bending rebar, welding rebar, engineering, pouring, lifting, coring, delivering. Okay, you get the idea. There are a lot of people doing a lot of things to make sure the product is perfect. It arrives pre-manufactured and ready to use. No trucks trying to keep the concrete fresh on the way to a site. No building forms in blazing hot or freezing cold weather. No waiting days while it cures on site. Precast is ready as soon as it's installed. Doesn't that make you wish everything came ready to use? Precast is durable and sustainable. Oh, and versatile, like duct tape or milk crates. It can be used above ground and underground for architectural projects or the backbone of our country, underground infrastructure. It can save wildlife trying to cross the road or salmon that need to swim upstream. It can protect children in Tornado Alley. After the 2011 Joplin tornado, precast concrete safe rooms were installed to keep children safe in the future. Or a precaster who really wanted to show just how tough his storm shelters are. It can float to be used as docks, or to hold back soil in a sheer vertical wall for a bridge. It can hold millions of gallons of water to keep sewage from flowing into our lakes, rivers, streams, and wetlands. It makes buildings beautiful and strong. It protects the Declaration of Independence and the Hope Diamond in custom-made vaults every single day. Even today's modern pyramid, the Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco, was built using precast. You can even use precast to show your mortal enemy your intellectual superiority in a friendly game of chess, like Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. Precast chessboards may not be available in all locations, offer subject to all terms and conditions, and may not be combined with any of their offers. Precast chessboards not suitable for children under the age of 6, but that's okay because it will last until they're 100. Architects love precast. Engineers love precast. Contractors love precast. Here are just a few things they use precast for. Pipe, culvert, utility vaults, stormwater structures, manholes, curb inlets, catch basins, grease interceptors, septic tanks, foundation walls, paving slabs, sound walls, retaining walls, traffic barriers, bridge components, landscaping products, facades, parking garages, and stadiums. And to be honest, we're just getting started. And now, some science. The science behind this incredible material is more complex than you might think. Thanks to chemical engineering, self-consolidating concrete flows like water, yet keeps the aggregates in perfect suspension. Chemicals can also make concrete set up slower, faster, need less water, have more air content, and much more. Scientists are working on concrete that is self-healing by using bacteria activated as soon as microcracks begin to form. And self-cleaning concrete incorporates titanium dioxide into the cement to convert pollutants into organic materials. And there's even smart concrete. That's right, smart. Scientists are working on concrete that can tell you how it feels. Sensors installed in the concrete can measure strain, load distribution, vibrations, temperature, and the overall movement of a bridge. Other sensors help keep an eye on the bridge's security and control automatic anti-icing and lighting systems. There's also precast pavement technology being developed that could alert drivers to real-time traffic conditions or hazards in the road ahead, alert authorities of accidents, or even melt ice on the road. It could also provide Wi-Fi, automatically charge electric vehicles, communicate directly with autonomous and self-driving vehicles, and be linked into smart cities. Precast walls are now being developed with a thin layer that collects solar energy. And in the Netherlands, concrete with a translucent top layer of tempered glass and embedded solar cells was used to make a lighted bike path. There's even ultra-high performance concrete, which is 8.5 times stronger than the concrete in the Hoover Dam was at 28 days. Keep in mind, the Hoover Dam is strong enough to hold back a lake with nearly 10 trillion gallons of water. Precast is also used for architectural applications every day in buildings, bridges, walls, and much more. And with specialty mixes for architectural applications, such as glass fiber, reinforced concrete, precasters can make thin, lightweight elements that make buildings incredibly beautiful. Precast concrete can be made to look like wood, a baseball bat, even a photograph. And speaking of science, scientists are studying the matrix of concrete at the nano level. How big is a nanometer? Well, human hair is about 100,000 nanometers thick. Oh, and it grows about a nanometer per second. Now that's small scale. Why look at concrete like this? Because when a product is this great, you have to really dig deep to make it better. Concrete is old. Yes, but concrete is also new. And your ingenuity applied to precast concrete will help create the infrastructure of the future. With Precast, engineers can create stronger, more sustainable, and resilient structures. Designers can let their imaginations run wild. Developers and owners can enjoy energy-efficient buildings, low maintenance, and long lifespans from structures impervious to major weather events. The future of Precast lies with you, the students and professors who will determine what comes next. As President Kennedy once said, ask not what Precast concrete can do for you. Ask what you can do for Precast concrete. Now, maybe we got that wrong, but you should definitely ask yourself that.